Hi, you guys. Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. It is Father's Day, you guys. It is Sunday. It is Father's Day. And I don't know what you guys are off doing today. I hope it's awesome. We are having a chill day. The dad in this house totally likes to relax. So we have been like relaxing and doing some cleaning. That's not exactly relaxing, but we've been doing some cleaning. Yeah, and we have just been enjoying the day so far. Lots of sleeping in today. And so as I was going through the day and I was thinking about what we were gonna do for a live today, I was looking in the mirror and I was realizing, as I do in the summer, that I'm starting to get a lot of freckles, that I'm getting some unevenness in my skin. You know, my face is gonna tan. And I thought, you know, what if the foundation that I ordered doesn't exactly match my face all year round? Like, what do you do with that, right? Because your face is gonna have times when it changes. If you get sunburned at the beach, if you just tan over the summer, if you get very pale during the fall and in the winter, what happens when you just have one color of foundation? You know, should you have more? Should you have one for every season? If you are purchasing from one of the larger like department store brands, that can get really pricey. I mean, if you talk about having a foundation for like every season of the year, that can run up. And so, you know, what are some tips and tricks that we can do to just kind of help ease your transition through seasons, through acne, through sunspots, through freckles? How does that work? So I'm excited to come on today and share some of this with you. I'm also excited because I'm rocking these like red earrings and I love them. You guys know red is my jam. Red is my color. So anytime I see red, I am excited. So as we get started today, if you are hopping on, say hi, let us know that you're here. Let me know that you're here, that you're hanging out. If you are catching this on the replay, hit hashtag replay, hashtag tardy. If you are new, give me a hashtag beautiful friend so that I know you're here for the first time. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the trick that I use, this is my way, is I am going to blend. So I have two BB creams here that I'm gonna use today. This is the BB Cream Light. So again, you always wanna be color matched to your neck. If someone is color matching you to the skin on your wrist or your actual face, they're doing it wrong because you want your face and your neck to be generally the same color. Okay, so BB Cream Light. I am light, I am fair, I have some yellow tones. I'm going to mix it right now with BB Cream Light to medium. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that so that as I, you know, go through the transition of very, very fair skin through the summer, and as I'm just starting into this, or not through the summer, through the winter and in the spring, and you know, I work an office job right now, so I'm not spending copious amounts of time outside. As I am doing that, and transitioning into more outdoor activities in the summer, you know, light might not be the right color at that point in the year, and light medium might be a little bit too dark. So it's actually not a hard, complicated trick. We're just gonna combine the two to get that perfect shade, and that will just transition me until I feel like my tan or the sunlight or whatever is gonna put me back in light to medium. So as always, I have done my skincare. I love our Age Reverses line. Something is tickling my nose. I love our Age Reverses line, so I have used that already. And I am using, as always, the VFX Pro Prime. Oh, it's backwards. It's backwards. Fine. Sorry. This is the VFX Pro Strobe Primer. This is our cream-based primer. And I have like really kind of roughed up my skin today. I felt like it was a little oilier than usual, so I kind of maybe overwashed it a little bit. And so this cream primer is gonna add a little bit of extra moisture back into my skin before I go into the foundation. And it doesn't matter what foundation I'm using. powder foundation, VFX Pro, Stay Matte, doesn't matter. I always love to use the primer first just because it's gonna even out all of the imperfections in my face. I have some pores here that I don't necessarily want everyone to see. I've got some dry spots down my chin. It's gonna help even all that out before this goes in, or before I go on foundation. So, BB cream tinted moisturizer, which I love. It is the summer, so I'm just putting the light on here. And so I like a lighter foundation because I'm gonna be out and sweating. I did try our Sisu cream earlier today, so you can kind of see as I'm talking. Sorry, squirrel. I'm going to mix this up on my hand and get a good base. I'm probably not gonna put all of this on my face, you guys, and that's okay. I'm just using this almost like a little palette so that I can blend this together. And the really amazing thing, so this BB cream is beautiful. It's not a real dewy finish. It's not a super matte finish, but it is amazing. And it is only $15. And so I don't feel bad about buying 2 of them. And I don't feel bad about showing you this trick, knowing that you might have to buy 2, because I feel like that's pretty affordable, you guys. Like if you had to go buy some higher price stuff and figure out how to do a mixing, we're gonna start with this, then that can, like I said, that can add up pretty quickly, but not so with these amazing affordable products. So I have mixed that up. I am just going in with my kabuki brush here, and I am gonna half stipple, half really kind of blend. I do have a little more acne going on right now, so I'm definitely wanting some coverage here into my ear. I don't want to get it on my earrings, down the neck. So you want to make sure I am making sure that I am blending, and I want a lot of even coverage all over my face and down my neck. You can already see it's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect shading, perfect color. And in a couple of weeks, definitely after our next camping trip, I probably won't need to do this anymore because my face will be tan enough and I'll have enough freckles that really the light to medium is gonna be the shade that's gonna match me best. In, I don't know, December, light. I am at 01 light all day, baby. All day long. And that is just, you know, it's okay. Our skin changes, the tone of our skin changes. And, you know, sometimes a one size fits all is just not gonna work. Just like maybe we change our hair color. I mean, changing your hair color isn't gonna change your skin, but maybe you find that all of a sudden something that works for you, you do something awesome with your hair, and all of a sudden it doesn't like play well with your foundation. It happens. Life happens. That's really my point. Life happens, and the last thing you should be like backed into a corner on with is your makeup. So I am going in here all the way into my hairline. I also kind of feel like when I put this on, it's kind of like a little massage for my face. Does that sound silly? Do I care if it sounds silly? Nope, I sure don't. Like, I get to just kind of run this all over my skin and my eyes. Have a moment where I'm just kind of pampering me. Oh, my beautiful friends, it makes me, this whole process just makes me feel good. Okay, so do I have something on my face? Hold on, mirror check. Mirror check. No, I don't know, might have been a shadow. Could have been a shadow. If you're hopping on with me, say hi, let me know that you're here. Okay, so look at that, look. Now you can see blending those two together, blending the BB Cream 01 Light and the BB Cream 02 Light to medium. For right now, for where I'm at in the summer, perfect shade. Matches down my neck beautifully, blending into my hairline, matches into my scalp a little bit better. I just got my hair did yesterday, so I've got all these fun, like, beautiful summer highlights in here. And I feel, look at that, you guys, I feel very glowy, and it is such a good match. Don't be afraid to do stuff like this. Like, you really should. You should never feel like you can't do different things with your makeup. Especially if it's just gonna be what is best for you and where your skin is at right now. I also have this wonderful little red spot right there. Thank you for that. That I'm gonna put some of that on, and I'm also gonna put some concealer on in a minute. Okay, so look, beautiful, beautiful match. That's the trick right out the gate, is just, so you don't have to watch this whole video to figure it out. It is just to blend a couple of different colors and then, you know, find what works for you. And the way that I like to do that, before we go on with anything else, the way that I will see if that color is gonna be right for me, I don't test it on my face, I don't test it on my wrist, I don't test it on the back of my hand where I have blended this out. I will take and test it on my neck. In natural light, I am facing my window right now, and if you do that, you will get a much, much closer match and be able to tell what is best for you. The other thing you could do is send me a photo and I will color match you for you. You don't even have to do that. And if I think that you would be a good blend of two, I will tell you that. Not because I think you need two products necessarily, but because I want to match you for the best color that's gonna fit you. That's what's important to me. So you can do that. You can have me help you do that. I would love to do that. Send me a message. And it's all about getting you into the best fit and best color in your foundation. Okay, so now I just love it, you guys. I'm loving this so much, so much. So I'm gonna go in. Woo! Oh, I almost dropped that. That would have been no bueno. And I am putting some concealer under the eyes. I like my concealer and around the nose here to be just it's much lighter than my foundation because I like the concealer to be a highlight. My other preferred methods with this, and if you have watched me a couple of times, you know, I love just a dampened beauty blender. I feel like it spreads this product out so well. But in a pinch, I have totally used my fingers to do this. So super bright, and it's gonna blend beautifully in on top of our primer and on top of the foundation. See, check that out, like already highlights up on my face. I hope you guys are having such a good Sunday, Father's Day. How many of you are going to a barbecue today? My husband was downstairs earlier chilling on the couch because we're a chill family. So this is what we like to do. Mother's Day, Father's Day, we like to kind of relax a little bit. And he showed me this meme where it was like, yeah, I'm summarizing here. On Mother's Day, you know, you can't find a seat in a restaurant, but on Father's Day, they want us to grill. And I was like, that's true. And we are grilling today, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let my husband chill and relax. So I will be doing the grilling for us. But I thought, oh, that is kind of accurate, actually. It's kind of true. I almost went back with more foundation. This little spot right here is just not going away. It's not going away. You can still see that. So I'm just using my off-camera mirror here. Okay, there we go, that's better. All right, so I'm gonna take the same beauty blender and our transparent setting powder, my favorite. You wouldn't even need to use a colored powder on your face if you didn't want to. Here's my concealer side. I'm taking the other side here Just kind of rubbing that in and going in and setting that concealer under my eye and on the side. And it always, I love this powder so much, I am probably a little heavy-handed with it, but as soon as I wipe away the excess, you're not gonna see any of that additional whiteness. It is really just a see-through. It's not gonna change the color of anything. I'm just gonna go down here too and set that in. Awesome, awesome. Do you guys remember that commercial a couple of years back where it had all those twins? I think it was a Discover commercial, and one of the set of twins was like, awesome sauce. That kind of stuck with us in our house. It's fine, it's fine. We do fun little like quotations to each other all the time. In the pool house, we'll like quote movies to one another, and then sometimes I'll do it to people outside my household, and they'll just look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, meh. Sorry, yeah, I forgot I'm not talking to my family. Okay, this is our Face Perfecting Press Powder. And I'm just going in with this to really set the rest of the foundation. This is just my preference. It gives it a little more of a matte finish. These foundations are so awesome. BB cream, CC cream, that you really don't have to do this unless you prefer to as well. They will dry on their own. So all my rambling is to say, you don't have to set them with a powder. They are just that good. You don't have to set them with a powder. And in doing this, it is also wiping away the excess transparent setting powder, so you can see it's not quite so, well, you can't see it at all now. You can't see that powder at all. All we see is this bright, flawless face. I'm gonna do close up. Look at this. Now the BB cream is a light to medium coverage. You can build it so you can see. I have some freckles up here that are still kind of showing through. It's okay. It's light to medium coverage, but the rest of it, flawless, flawless, you guys. And if you want to go back in and build it up, sorry, that was kind of loud when I dropped my brush on the table, you could do that too. I'm going to contour up here, so I'm not even worried about it. Not even worried about it, but I am digging this hair. If Brenda hops on today, Brenda from Veda Salon, where it's at with the haircut here in the Colorado Springs area, let me tell you. Okay, so the skin is done. I think we're gonna go in with some brows today. If you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know that you are here, that you are hanging with us. So I'm trying something a little different with my brows today, you guys. I have been using the blonde, because I am blonde hair color, or brow color in the monobrow powder, but I'm going to do a little bit darker than blonde. I'm gonna go with the light brown. And because it's a darker color, I'm not going to do my favorite trick with the setting spray, because that tends to make it a little bit darker. I'm just gonna go in with the powder itself. Experiment with me. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Same concept though. I like to just really enhance the natural brow that's already there. And so I am just, oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I am just doing little light-handed strokes in the same way that the same direction that the hair grows up front. And then I'm not adding any width. I'm just adding some shape to the rest of the brow. I like it. Sometimes I was finding that the blonde, because it's really meant for blonde hair, like if you were very, very blonde all the way at the root, wasn't quite the best color on me, I found. So we're trying the light brown today. I feel like that looks a little bit more natural. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, where I'm just mimicking the same hair growth pattern. And I totally am like trying to grow my scraggly little brows right here, you guys. So I am going to bring those out a little bit as well. And I'm gonna have to find my little spoolie brush. It disappeared on me. It's amazing how many things in a house with 5 children will grow legs and just walk away. Just walk away. And nobody knows. Nobody knows where it went. We joke that nobody lives in our house. It's the famous nobody. Nobody did it. Nobody knows. Nobody can see it. Nobody can't see it. Nobody lives at our house. Does nobody live at your house too? I feel like Mr. or Ms. Nobody lives in multiple residences of families around. I am definitely digging the light brown. And I am just, first time, you guys, first time. So anytime I try something for the first time, I really kind of just try to be light with it so that, again, it's always easier to add to than to take away. But at the end of the day, it's just makeup. So if you try it and you don't like it, or you try it and you feel like you've messed it up, just take it off and it's fine. It's fine. And these products, like you can see, well, maybe you can't see because I'm just barely like tapping it here. It's not a huge amount of powder on the brush, and I attribute that to the fact that the better quality your product is, the less of it you need to use. I mean, like, my face looks flawless right now, and I still have all of that left on my hand, okay? So I probably could have used a quarter of what I put on there to mix. But, you know, it's okay. High quality stuff doesn't require a lot. Doesn't require a lot. So for Father's Day today, the other fun thing we did is we gave my husband, like, everybody gave him a card and we went down and surprised him, and then all the kids had picked out what they thought was Dad's favorite candy and gave it to him, and he got the gamut, you guys. He got everything from Jelly Belly jelly beans. Oh my goodness, excuse me, how rude. Jelly Belly jelly beans. He got gummy lifesavers. He got regular sugar-free lifesavers. He got Twizzlers. He got, I got him like Ghirardelli chocolate squares. He got lots of stuff. And then like we're gonna grill steaks for him today, and after this we're gonna go do some of his favorite cookies, which are snickerdoodle cookies. So we're really trying to make today all about Dad today at our house. And I hope that you are just enjoying your day. If you're celebrating your dad, your uncle, whoever your father figure was, I hope that it was awesome and you're having a good time. Okay, so that is good. And I think we're just gonna go in with some contouring here. Like I said, okay, so this is the hollow of my cheek. I'm just gonna go just slightly above that so that as I blend it out, it doesn't drag down a little bit. That is my special trick. And then this is a wax base contouring stick. So up here, rather than a line, I like to just kind of dot it. And I feel like it helps for me in the blending process a little bit. I'm feeling very like Rene Russo here with these brows, you guys. If you are hopping on here and you are too young to know who Rene Russo is, Google her because she is beautiful. And in Lethal Weapon, she's amazing. I don't even remember which Lethal Weapon it is. I think it's 2 or 3. See, if my husband was watching right now, he could tell you. He could tell you which one Rene Russo is in. But she like kicks the crap out of some bad guys, and she's pregnant. She's pretty cool. But she has, I always remember who Rene Russo was because she had like lighter hair, and then she always had very natural eyebrows, and they look a lot like this. So I'm channeling Rene Russo today with the brows. I really like it. Okay, so just going in with this flawless look here and adding a little bit of contouring. This is pretty light. I'm not going down under my chin or anything. It's just to add some dimension to my face. This beautiful BB cream and concealer. I just want to make sure that I don't look like I'm just totally flattened out and one color. So that's why I really love the concealer under the eye that's going to naturally highlight it. And just a little bit of contouring is just, like I said, it's not even shadowing that I want, it's just dimension so that it doesn't look one all over. Is this? Yeah. See, I had to check. I was like, is that my freckles, or am I not blending this well? And I like to use a stiffer, this is like a larger bullet shaped brush. And I like to use that because then, particularly down here, I'm really like getting a point on that line to blend it out. I really like that. Oh, my skin, that's interesting. My screen just went kind of dark for a minute. I'm not sure what that's about. It's okay. If you can see that, let me know. Okay. So nice and blended there. Oh, you guys, so flawless. It just looks so flawless. Okay, this is the point where I'm gonna go in. You could use this time locker setting spray at any point in your routine that you wanted. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. Sometimes I'll use it like at a different stage in this routine than when I mean to. It's totally fine. So right now I'm gonna put it on so that it sets all of the foundation, it's already set, but this is gonna make it last even longer. Words have meaning, words have meaning. I'm trying to give you the right words. So this is gonna make it last even longer all day. Yesterday when I was getting my hair done, I had put this on my makeup. I had a full face on, I had BB cream on, I had brow powder on, I had all the things. And Brenda was doing my hair and she was like, I was getting water all over my face from when I was laying down, having my hair washed and stuff. Never moved, never moved. So I am just going to spray this on so that as this dries, all of my contouring and everything else, the brows in particular, because I didn't use, I'm gonna use my thing here, my cell phone case. The brows and everything, because I did not use the time locker setting spray when I put it in the powder, I definitely want to add that to them. That's gonna allow me, like, maybe I'm gonna take a nap later and my brows aren't gonna rub off my face, nothing like that. So it's good. And it just takes a minute to dry, just a minute. I put a little much on and I wanna make sure before I go in and try and put any other color on my face that this is dry so it doesn't like it's totally dry. But if you were trying to put a powder on and you still had little like droplets, so it's still a little tacky right here, you know, that's not gonna work. Like, it's just kind of the laws of things. I don't know that there's laws of makeup, but when you mix powder and water together, then it has a different effect. I'm using our catalog to kind of help dry me off. If you are hopping on, my friends, my beautiful friends, say hi, let me know you're here. Okay, so that's done. So now we'll get some eyeshadow going here. I've got these like banging red earrings today and I'm wearing a very like bold colored shirt, even though it's black and white. It's very obvious. So I think I'm gonna do like a bolder lip today and a more neutral eye. So I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer and you can see this automatically like lightened up the skin. The top of my eye. I'm gonna be using some cream eyeshadows today, but I'm also using a powder. If I was just using all cream eyeshadows, I probably wouldn't do this because they are so like bold in their pigmentation that I don't necessarily need the primer. But I always like to use it when I'm using the powdered eyeshadow. And so what I'm using today for powdered eyeshadow, my favorite, very easy blendable, this is the satin, or the satine, as I like to church it up, sateen ribbon. And then I'm going to be using our cream eyeshadow in the color Pink Glow, and just on the outside I'm going to use our brown sugar. So very like neutral pinkish eyeshadow look today. And actually the way that I'm going to start this is with I think with the sateen ribbon first. So I like to use the lightest color on the inner part of my eye, and I will even often go back in and use like a highlighter because I really like the brightness and the lightness to be on the inside because it opens my eye. It makes me look more awake. I have someone trying to open my door to get in. I don't know if you can hear that. So now we're knocking now. Now we're knocking. Okay, so I'm just taking that about halfway in on my eyelid. What is it, babe? Not just yet. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Pink Glow, and this is just a little bit smaller. I keep one brush that I use for the cream eyeshadows, and I am going to run this all the way down the rest of my eyelid and into the crease. And then the brown sugar I am going to use as more of like a, almost like a smoke effect. So, and I am being a little bit heavier with this one since it is such a light color. I really want it to show up on my eye. And so I am being, I don't want to say heavier handed with it, but I am definitely wanting to make sure that it has enough coverage there that you can see it. Ooh, we took that up a little high, straight a little bit up there. But you can see, I hope you can see, right? So I have like this beautiful cream on the inside, and then I'm going to this light pink all the way out. And I am actually gonna run that underneath as well. Thank you guys for sticking with me while my children are banging on the door. It's so nice of you. Not right now, buddy. I'm still doing a live. Okay, and then I'm gonna get this on the other side as well. When you use these cream shadows too, they're so highly pigmented. I feel like it actually goes a little bit faster. And when you use a lighter color, the honest truth is you don't have to be quite as precise, because if you don't fade it just right or don't have it, you know, exactly the same, the lighter color is a little bit more forgiving. So you can kind of move a little faster, and you don't have to be so meticulous about it, which is also nice when you have, if you're like me and you have children literally beating your door down, you might want to be faster with that eyeshadow, right? Right? I'm just saying. It can't just be my house. It can't just be me. Okay, so I'm running that just under here a little bit. And up on the brow line so that you can see that beautiful highlight of the pink. Just like that. Perfect. And then I'm gonna use the smaller, this is a bullet brush. So you can see the shape of it, right? If you can see the shape. I have two of these in this makeup brush set that I have, and I love these. I love that they match. Here's the larger one. I use this often with the powder eyeshadow, but this one I'm going to, again, because I'm not using the brown as like a more of just like a shadowing color today, I'm gonna use the smaller one. These brushes, you guys, they all came in a set. They're from Amazon, but they're awesome, and they were like less than 15 bucks. So if you are interested in these brushes, just shoot me a note. I can send you a link. I would love to help hook you up with that too. I secretly love that they match because I'm a little A-type like that. And so I am just throwing some of this on the bullet brush. And I like the bullet brush when I'm using it for shadowing because I can be very precise about where I'm placing it, particularly with the cream eyeshadows, you guys. And so I want this to really just kind of help identify the shadowing in the natural like hollow of my eye there, but I don't want it to overwhelm the pink. So that's why I want to be so deliberate about where I'm putting this. And then I'm just going to run back in with this blending brush and kind of tie them together. And now I have this beautiful shadowing, but you can still see that pink. Love it. Love it. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Very deliberate in the crease, always kind of on that backward 7. And I'm going to pull that in a little further on my eyelid, just like that, just like that. So very natural eye, light eye, neutral color, and it's just going to be very shimmery and pretty. And that cream eyeshadow is awesome. It is kicking. And again, because it is a lighter color, it's a little bit more forgiving. So if you have to do some fixing, it's okay. Yes. And I am actually going to use this bullet brush. I went under the eye with the... Can I see your hand? I can see your hand. I'm going to run that down here as well. So it just kind of softens the edge under the eye. It's going to be really pretty, especially after I get some eyeshadow, or this is eyeshadow. What am I talking about? This is eyeshadow. After I get some mascara on. Just like that. Sometimes fingers are your best blender friends. So, and then I'm just gonna take that blending brush and soften the line up here on the eye, the brow bone. Does everybody hear my lovely children? They're tired. It's not all my children, it's just my baby. He's tired. Okay. So I have this amazing eyeshadow color. You guys, it's so pretty. So pretty. I love these cream eyeshadows. I don't know why it took me so long to discover them. Sometimes you ever feel like you get stuck in like a makeup rut and you do what you do and you like what you do and you're just like, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Could have discovered these much earlier. Okay, so I have just curled my eyes, sure I did. I curled my eyelashes a little bit so that I can go in with this 3D Effect mascara. This is one of my faves. This is one of the ones that if I, again, was stranded on a desert island and I could only take a couple things with me, this concealer would go, this would go as well, definitely, the mascara. 3D Effect mascara, and because I'm curling them up front, I'm not going to have to go back and mess with them later. I am going to be very deliberate. I feel like I have used that word a lot in this video. Deliberate, precise. I need to expand my vocabulary. But my lashes, I have a tendency with larger brushes, the brush can touch my eyelid behind my lash, and when it does that, it just leaves a little bit of the mascara. So I'm trying to be very, very careful to make sure that I am still getting from the base up, but not touching the actual eyelid. I'm also actively trying to ignore the fact that tomorrow is Monday. Does anybody else do that on Sunday? Like, I still view Sunday as just the second day of the weekend and not the day before Monday. Because I think about all the things that are awaiting for me tomorrow. All the things. And I just am choosing to ignore that today. I'm choosing to ignore the things that are awaiting me tomorrow. Because I just want to enjoy the weekend. In fact, sometimes, it's not that I dislike my day job. I actually really like it and I love the people that I work with. But I find that I like stay up later than I should on a Sunday night because I don't want the day to end, because I know as soon as I fall asleep, it's like a little kid. I know as soon as I fall asleep, when I wake up, it's gonna be Monday, and I don't want it to be, you guys. I want it for Sunday. I've got one more week, and then I go on vacation for 2 weeks, which is so exciting. So exciting. We've got another camping trip planned. We've got some good just family time planned. This girl has lots of sleep planned on her schedule, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna look forward to some sleep. So, if you guys are doing any summer vacation plans, let me know. I would be totally interested in what y'all are doing for your summer vacation. Are you taking summer vacation? If you're still working from home, I worked from home for a couple of weeks. I did not find it as relaxing as vacation is, obviously. So just because you've been teleworking, still working, for sure, doesn't necessarily mean that it's been a break. All right, look at that. See, that's just one coat. Multiple passes, one coat. Going in on the other side here. You guys ever have like that one eye? This is that eye for me. That one eye that it just, you make it work, right? But you have to like figure it out. It's always a little bit more finicky. It's always a little bit more difficult. Takes a little bit more attention. You can't just like whip some mascara on this eye. I can't. Making sure that I'm not getting it on the back of the eyelash, or on the back of the eyelashes. Get them on the back of the eyelashes, that's fine. I don't want it on the bottom of the eyelid. Oh, and I think I just did. It's okay, we can fix that. When I am using a liner and I put it on before I put my mascara on, it takes me like way less time because I'm not being so careful, because if mascara ends up on the back of my eyeshadow or on the back of my eyelid, ain't nobody gonna see it because that eyeliner's there. I've been starting to think like, I've been feeling like I need to do a wing again. You ever go through makeup phases where you're like, oh, I really dig this color. Oh, I really like this liner. And you just kind of, or I like this look, or I like this, you know, this approach to something. You stick with it for a while. That's okay. That's also what took me so long before I found those cream eyeshadows, because I was just sticking with something that I liked. Okay, so as you can see, if I kind of pull this down, how I have a little bit of that mascara on the back of the eyeshadow. I cannot get my words right today, you guys. All of that sleep is obviously not doing what I needed it to do. So I'm just gonna go in and very, very lightly take a dampened Q-tip. And yes, I dampened it on my tongue. It's okay. Just gonna go in and clean that off. And doing it so light like that, it's not taking the eyeshadow off. Nope, I didn't have any on that side. If I did need to take the eyeshadow off to get it off, I just go back in and put it back on. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine. Okay. So I think the last thing we're gonna do before the lips, let's get some blush on these cheeks. So I've got more of a natural eye. Maybe we want a little bit. Here we go. I think we're gonna go with this one today. This is number 17, Love Letter. It has a little bit of shimmer to it already. I always like to use my angled brush because when I am putting it on, I will kind of put it on at an angle as well, and it just kind of enhances that a little bit. Light-handed, and where I put the contour and kind of blended it up, I'm going to put the blush really starting not on the apple of my cheek. I really kind of want it to go from where my eye ends back, because I want the eye to be up, and when I am not physically smiling like I am with you guys and my face relaxes, I don't want color to be down here and draw the eye down. So just a little bit. Again, you can always go in and add more. It's easier to add than take away. Just like that, on the brow bone, up. On the brow bone, sister. Brow bone's on your eye. On your cheekbone, up. Just like that. And don't worry. I'm just putting the initial color on here. I'm gonna go and back and blend it. Just a minute. So just want to make sure that that's the color that I want and that's the placement that I want. And it's going back in right here. So again, you guys, like, just a tap and all this color that I am getting from that. Now, to smooth this out just a little bit, what I'm not going to do is go back in with the blush brush, the blush brush, or the brush that I use for blush, and do this because I don't want it to come down. I'm actually going to take the brush that I use with my Face Perfecting Pressed Powder, and I'm going to use that to just start from the same place and kind of blend back and blend that out a little bit. If I had been a little overly handed with this, I would actually put some powder back on this puppy and go back in and lighten up the blush that way. Just like that. See, so not actually on the apple of my cheeks, back. That's where I want. So when you are looking at me, you can see everything is going up this way. That's what I want, at least for today. Okay. So we're gonna go in and do a little bit bolder lip. I'm going in with 207 on the lips right now. And then I'm gonna use one of our long-lasting matte lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna get quiet for just a minute because I don't wanna mess up this line. Just like that. And I actually want this to kind of under the base color. So if I put a different color on, sometimes you'll notice that women, like, a color of lip color, lipstick, lip gloss, whatever, will look a little different from one person who's wearing it to the next. And that's because it can change the way that someone, the finished product based off the color of the lip you're putting it on. So that's the premise. So I'm actually gonna go in and put some lines of this lip liner so that when I put the lipstick on, it's gonna change the color of it slightly and make it a little bit brighter, which is what I want, because I kind of am like inspired by these earrings today. And I don't want to match them exactly, but I want to like kind of brighten up the lip color a little bit. Like that. Now, when I go with the liquid, the matte liquid lipstick, which is in the color 103, that's what I'm using today. It's kind of taking on the tone of the liner that I put underneath it and have lined my lips with. And I am picking this long lasting on purpose because we are gonna grill, we're gonna have steak, we're gonna have cookies, we're gonna have ice cream, and I will take a picture of my face later on today and you will see how flawless this has all stayed. And this lip is going to stay as well. I'm gonna make sure I get all the way up into the corner. Perfect, perfect. So, inspired by the red earrings, but not necessarily the same. Light neutral eye, just some dimension with the contouring and the color on the cheeks. You guys, thank you so much for coming and spending this afternoon with me for some tips and tricks on color matching. If you would like to be color matched for any of our amazing foundations, like I said at the beginning of the video, I can do that for you. I can take all the work out of it for you. Message me, we'll talk about how. And then if you have any questions for anything else or any of the products, foundations or otherwise, in this video, just click on the description above. The link is in there. I would be happy to help you with anything. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending this wonderful afternoon with me, my beautiful friends. I hope you stay fit, stay fabulous, and you know your worth, and you have a wonderful Father's Day. We'll see you next time.